These bones over here, we found them under our house.
I'm being watched. I don't like going where it's thick at night. I don't like going over there. Not at night.
Late last year, we visited a property in North Texas that the owners claimed was extremely haunted. The people who live there run a pig rescue from their home and live on a large parcel of land. However, they didn't realize that when they purchased this property, they were also inheriting a group of lost Native American burial sites in the woods behind their home. We were invited to take a tour of the woods where these bodies are buried, and were told stories of hauntings, massacres, and even lost bones. What you're about to hear is all real. Welcome to the Paranormal Files.
So do you want to just explain who you are and just kind of introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Julie Hester, and we moved here about 2 years ago. We're from Fort Worth, and we run a potbelly pig rescue, and so we needed land. And so we moved to Mineral Wells, and when we got here, we just fell in love with the place, especially this hill. And then the owners, the people that we bought the house from, was telling us a little bit about the place and the history. And the man took us up here on the hill, and he was telling us that Indians used to be here, and it's known to possibly be an Indian burial ground. They have found like arrowheads from this property, they're in the Smithsonian there in Washington. You can still find arrowheads here, you know, have to dig around, but supposedly there's Indians buried here. And I mean, it's pretty creepy. It's beautiful. It's I don't know, we love it. We just love this place. We like to come up here and just
Hang out.
and hang out, yes. Like, what else? Yeah, like say, it's really nice. You know, we're able to, our animals are able to run around here. It's quiet. The winter time, when everything dies down, you're able to see downtown Mineral Wells. You're able to see the Baker Street, Baker Hotel. It's just, we absolutely just love it. The people here are super nice. We have wonderful friends here, and when people do come out here, we take them up here on the hill, and everybody loves it. Absolutely. And especially if you're into the Indians or whatever, you know, the spirits, the ghosts, this is the place to come because it's super creepy, you know. You're able to walk around, you're able to hear, you know, the bugs, you know, I don't know.
You do investigating here, right?
Yes.
So what, can you kind of just talk about experiences you've had here or things you've captured up on the hill?
Yeah, when we come up here, supposedly at nighttime, you can hear like a flute playing. Sometimes you can smell smoke. And at the beginning, we thought maybe possibly it was our neighbors, but they haven't been around, and you can smell like campfires. I have an SLS, and I'm able to see like the little spirits running around. It's just, we hear voices sometimes. You turn around and nobody's there. It's just like this place, it's like 108 years old. Our house is 108 years old, and supposedly we have 60 spirits up here. You know, basically it's the Indians and then a few settlers. And they kind of come and go, and supposedly in our house they come in and out, and we have the original owners down there. But it's just I've taken pictures. I have some kind of strange pictures on my phone. I try to debunk it because I love to do the paranormal investigation, and this is one place that me and my son love to come. It's our place, so we're able to come up here whenever we want, you know. And it's just,
so there are a number of different burial sites up here.
Yes, yeah. We had some people come up here, and they know what to look for, and during the daytime you're able to see it. You're able to see the rock mounds. Here, this is kind of one of them where it's kind of flat, and there's other areas where you can see where they're actually been piled, just piled on top of each other.
So so this one right here is one of the bigger burial areas. And you're talking about how people were burned and scattered around here?
Yeah. Supposedly the psychic, what she said is when we first walked up here, when we was coming up here, she saw a bunch of little white kids dressed as Indians in Indian clothes. She said, oh, that's kind of strange. And so as we went up here on the hill, she was able to see wagon trains. She said 3 or 4 wagon trains here, right? And the women were really sad. And she saw the kids running around, and she said, one of the ladies said, we're sad, we're missing some of our children. Well, that explains it, because the little kids were running around down there dressed as Indians. Well, supposedly the settlers, when they camped here, didn't realize there was Indians around, and they were massacred. And she could just see blood everywhere. But the Indians took in the little white kids as their own. And that's why sometimes we could smell the smoke, because when they were having the, the bonfires, it's, we could supposedly still see it today, or smell it today. Let me see what else. Oh, and then back over here, there's an old cowboy that sits by himself, and he's real sad, and he feels kind of guilty. He feels like it's his fault for bringing his wagon train people here and settling, not realizing that the Indians were around. That's the story, that's the story that we were told. And then, I mean, we know the Indians were there. We're finding the arrowheads, and the previous people told us that the Indians were here, and so that's how we know. That's our story that we've been told, and we just think it's absolutely just fascinating. And this is a mound, but in the daytime you can see the bigger mounds. There's all kinds of rocks here, that you could probably dig and look and find treasures.
Or bones.
Or bones. You gotta show them the bones.
Can you show us the bones real quick? We walk over here.
Sure.
Is it in this area?
It was right. I think it was that direction. So yeah, let's go look at the bones.
I don't know why you brought it up here. You showed it to me one day.
It's like going towards the house. And here.
I don't remember what I don't know what you do with it. That way.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Charles, that way.
So you don't like coming up here at night?
Well, I do in certain areas. Like this, like where it's like the straight part, that's fine. But when it goes back where it gets thick, I feel like I'm being watched.
Just a little creepy?
Yeah, it's kind of creepy, because there was, they used to live up here. Whenever it rains, we always find like new stuff that's kind of washed up. Like we found like metal spoons, arrowheads, because it doesn't flood, it all rolls downhill. But they used to live up here, so you never know what you're gonna find after a good rain. But anytime I go back that way where it gets thick at night, I start getting like creepy, like I'm being something that's watching me.
So you don't like to be up here alone?
I wouldn't come up here by myself.
I'm going to, because I'm gonna come up here and go camping, so I'm gonna have to get used to it. I mean.
But you haven't yet.
I haven't yet. I have come up here at night by myself to like do my own medication, Come up here, and there's some spots I'm like, God, I'm not sitting over here. I'm being something's gonna get me.
I believe that.
Certain spots, certain spots are fine, and other spots, just no. Like I'm not going up in there. During the day, it's fine, but as soon as it turns night, completely different hill.
I think this is the one to go down. So that means that the bones are this direction.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's kind of easy to get mixed up.
Yeah. So it's that way. Like say at nighttime, it is just.
Yeah, nighttime is dark, and it's during the day it's fine, but at nighttime it's a completely different feel, completely different hill.
Yep.
I think this way. I want to say. So I think the ones we passed are up here to the left.
Okay, those are the.
I heard that shit. I was like, all right, bro.
I don't like going over there. Not at night.
Down this area.
Yeah, all up here.
Any specific reason besides a feeling?
I feel like I'm going to be attacked. Well, the only thing I'd say probably told you guys, we were outside one day, and our lawnmower came rolling out of the shed.
Oh, that was creepy.
Like a good 6 feet.
Oh my God.
The thing came out and just rolled middle of the day, and we're like, look at that. Look at
My
that.
husband's like, oh, Julie moved down. I'm like, I'm right here. That lawnmower just came rolling out.
How's that happen?
I don't know.
I think it's our spirits that's in the house.
I've had stuff bang on my wall. I've had my pillow pulled out from me. I've had something touch my feet and climb in bed with me.
So this whole property is pretty haunted.
Yeah, my bedroom door gets locked all the time.
The first thing that started was when we first moved in, I was in my bathroom and I was standing on a stool, and it started scooting with me, and oh my God, that was so scary. I jumped off of that thing, and I went and I told my husband. He's like, oh, the floor was probably wet. So we tried to recreate it, and it didn't move, you know. And then things started missing our house, different places. And then when I met Kathy and Sonny from the Hill House, they came over and did an investigation, and they brought their SLS in their pod, that
the REM pod.
REM pod. And when they walked into our bathroom, sure enough, there was a little skeleton man just dancing. I said, that's probably him. That's probably the guy that scooted it. But yeah, this property, there's all, with it being so old.
So here's the big question I have for you guys. Do you think that the activity in the house stems from up here?
I think so.
Do you think it comes down from
think
up
so.
here, and this is kind of the source point?
I think so.
Yeah.
From the burials and like the slaughter.
I'm pretty sure.
And just, I mean, the house is so close to up here.
Yeah.
I would imagine that it would just, if it's up here and it's that powerful, they could just go down there so easily.
And that's what Melissa said. They come and go throughout the house. Like I said, I've been up here times to smell a campfire.
Yeah.
Neighbors aren't home. They're not having a fire. We're not having a fire. No one around here is having a fire, but there's a campfire.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
It's crazy. The room that he stays in is pretty active, because we can even smell the fire occasionally in that room, but things go flying off the walls. My son one night saw some black thing kind of running through the hallway into my room.
He said it was like on all floors, like black just darted into my room.
But I think it has something to do with the silk, you know, because, you know.
I mean, it has to. I mean, there's been a bunch of stuff up here, although there's been bloodshed up here.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it comes to the house. I mean, who was it? Paul or Pat that was killed by the Indians?
Yeah, we have two. Paul and Pat, their little guys live, and
They were killed by the Indians up here.
yeah.
And they stay in the house.
Settlers?
They're kids.
Oh.
And the Indians killed them. And now the boys are in the house.
Yeah, and I have one that's attached to me, goes wherever I go.
He's probably up here now, and they've tied my shoes.
That was oh my God, twice that happened.
Twice.
Right after
I got
he
done.
moved
I got done
back to
feeding the
house.
animals. Come inside, take my boots off. I'm not gonna tie them if my feet aren't in my shoes, right? Next morning, go up, walk up, and I'm like, who tied my shoe? A little bow, loosely tied, off on the side of the other boot. Was the laces are completely unraveled.
Twice that's happened.
Twice, back to back.
Now, why would that happen? That's what I was wondering. Why?
I wish I wanted to try to get on video.
Yeah.
Because that would wig me out to see my shoe being tied.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
me
wanted
too.
to see it. That'd be so cool.
They lock my bedroom door quite often. I'll walk up and open them. I'm locking, let myself back in. A couple weeks ago, I'm laying in bed, and from me to her, it sounded like something took a metal chair, and bam, banged the wall. Scared me. I jumped in. I grabbed Oreo. I grabbed my dog, and I was frozen.
Obviously. Oh, well, what else do you do?
And I walked outside. I'm like, "Did you hear that? Hear what?" I'm like, "Nothing. Nothing." Then
That's
something's
crazy.
pulled my pillow, climbed in bed with me. I felt something being hugged.
They mess with him. They don't mess with me.
You. Why are you the focus? Why do you think?
I don't know. I think they like me.
Because you're open and you're seeking it out?
Yeah, I guess. And I always kind of call them out. I'm like, "Hey, come play, kids." And they'll come there and listen to me play music and So, I don't know why they mess with me, though. And I feel them when they come in the room. I feel my room change. It goes from what it is to, cold. And the next thing you know, something's touching my feet. And I'll have my socks on up in my blanket. And it's ice cold. And I think it all comes from up here. But like I said, straight ahead, I don't like going to where it's thick at night. This area is fine. I don't have a problem with this. But back there and there, I'm being watched.
You feel like it's negative? Or that it's just powerful?
I think it's powerful. I
Both.
think so.
A little bit of both.
It's there. And you can feel that.
This was their land. I'm coming up here without their permission or acknowledging them. And I just feel like I'm being watched.
Yeah, you get that feeling up here.
And
even
it's
just
dark.
doing the interview, you can feel that kind of
You feel that energy.
not alone feeling.
Yeah, definitely not alone up here.
Especially, like, say, since my psychic friend said that the chief, the guy, when people do come up here, that he follows us.
I had to come up here and make a peace offering with him.
Good thing to do, though.
Yeah, I had to. I was like, I'm not the owner, but I will be one day. I live here just as much as you. I'm here to make a peace offering, so you know I'm here. Don't mess with me.
You gotta knock it off, man.
Yeah, please don't mess with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be coming up here and camping.
I really wanted to make this joke the whole time. We're staying at the hill, or the haunted hill house tonight. Now we're at the haunted hill. Right
There you
before.
go.
See, there you go.
Good?
That works.
Pretty late,
Oh,
but
man, but
I was
that's
just-
pretty good.
I was going through my head. I was like, I gotta get this in the video at
And
some
like,
point.
whenever all the trees dies, you can see the baker from here.
I would love to see that. If only we could go in.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
somewhere
3 years from
that
now,
way.
when we come up here, I know where those bones are. I can find them, but try and just walk around to show y'all.
Mm-hmm. Get lost easily.
I get lost because, yeah, it's so dark.
Well, we can head back up here because I think that they're up here. I've a feeling that they're up this hill where we came from on that little podium on rock.
Yeah, feel free to go back there, man.
Do you want to explain real quick? I took my jacket off. We both did because it was a lot of walking. So just for continuity.
These bones over here, we found them under our house, and I was using these to decorate. And then I showed them to my friend Kathy, and she took a picture. She's like, "Oh, Julie, you've got to get rid of those. They're human bones. Those look like a femur." So she said, "Get them out of your house." So I bagged them up and put them away. She sent the picture to a friend of hers, and a few days later, he said, "Oh, you're safe. It's okay. They're donkey bones."
They were under the house.
But they were under the house.
So odd.
But they look like femurs.
So has anybody ever found any actual human remains up here?
Not that I know of.
But these are just the bones that you guys have found.
Yes, and her friend said that these are donkey bones, but these donkey bones apparently look the same as like the human bones here. So I don't know, they might be. I don't know. We haven't had them tested. That's what our friend said, that they're donkey bones. So I choose to hope.
That they're donkey
Hope
bones?
they're donkey
You're not
bones.
holding an ancient remain right here?
Right.
I want to be
I'm
surprised.
so
if there's some up
sorry
here,
if
though.
they are.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
When it
Yeah.
rains, all kinds of stuff just pops up.
Have you guys ever actually tried digging up here for artifacts in these burial areas?
We haven't.
Not yet.
I had a detector, but it was
I'd be
broken.
afraid to.
But yeah, I would like to, really, because you know what? After it rains, all kinds of stuff is washed up. We found like forks, we found
Arrowheads.
arrowheads, matchbox cars from the 70s. So you know what? This place has been here for such a long time. No telling what's up here, especially if the Indians,
The house
you
is
know,
108, so who
old
knows?
people back in the day, they didn't use banks. I'm sure they buried all kinds of treasures up here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we need a metal detector. We need for somebody to come out here and just maybe use the dowsing rods or, you know, use the detector. Never know what you can find.
Thank you guys for doing the interview and showing us around. I guess it's time to
welcome.
turn the lights out and investigate finally.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
Right.
Thank you.
Like I said, hit that thick side.
The thick side over here.
Yeah,
oh, sorry guys.
All that way. When it gets all thick, where it's thick, that's where I don't like going. Not at night.
Yeah.
During the day, I don't mind, but nighttime, no.
You wouldn't walk up there right now?
Sure. Let's go.
I mean,
Real quick.
Take a little peek.
I will.
You good, buddy?
Yeah, big step. I'm gonna watch while I walk for a second here.
Do you want me to shoot for a second?
If you'd like to, absolutely. Yeah. You want the handy cam?
So this is the area back here.
Yeah, I don't like really going over there at night by myself. I just get uneasy feelings over there. Uneasy feeling like maybe this is a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Worry that was gonna hit you in the face or something.
Yeah, I got a lot of thorns on me. This is almost a circle right here too,
Yep.
with that one in the center. you want to ask a question while we're out here real quick? You can see if we can pick anything up on this camera audio since it seems to be focused on you.
I don't know what tribe was up here. That's what I want to know. I know there is a cowboy up here. Is a cowboy up here? I forget what he said his name was. We had the portal app up here one night.
Hey, you know, I can see it being very easy to get lost up here.
Yeah.
Like right now, I would have no idea how to get back to where we just came from, except...
Now this much, if you keep going straight, you come to the front of the hill, and you can climb down if you wanted to.
Look back in here. If you ever get lost, see the lights. Just follow the lights, and that's Mineral Wells.
Oh, nice.
So that's good to know.
Is the cowboy up here?
And it's a circle, so...
How about the chief?
Very quiet.
Every now and then I feel like there's like shadows that pass by me in the trees.
Yeah. I always feel like that in forests.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm like, yeah, no.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we can go back and find those guys. And then do a little investigating.
That way.
That way? That way?
There's another bone.
Where?
Straight ahead.
Oh my God.
Oh. Did you guys set that there?
No, that's the first one I've seen that one. Like I said, I don't like to come on this side.
Weird.
Been here a long time, because look how bleached out it is.
Mm-hmm. And there's another piece over here too. Right here, Maxon. There's that piece.
It sure is.
That's crazy. Weird that it's just sitting out and you guys don't remember putting it there, you know?
This is back in the thicket, so where's the rest of it? That's the deal. It's just
Yeah, because this is the area I don't
right
really
there.
come to. I tend to stay on the, like the open area. Once I have to crawl up and get all over here, I'm like, yeah, nope, not doing it.
Not for you.
Not really at night, at least not by myself.
Not in the summer where it's dark, or, you know, because of the snakes.
Yeah.
Summertime, there's a lot of snakes up here, so that's another thing, and I don't like snakes,
What's
so.
that white thing on the tree? Is that just... that moss?
Because the hill at least is like 3 acres, so. That's why I really haven't gone to.
It does make you wonder what's back in the woods if you guys were to dig eventually.
Yeah. Kathy says she has a friend that has a
Sure.
metal detector that goes down like 30 feet.
Wow.
I would love to find a treasure.
Yeah, I'll find a treasure now. That would be
So
cool.
nice.
You find any gold?
I will let y'all know.
Now, don't tell anybody that's all yours. Yeah, I think we came, through that area. I'm hoping.
They come and we get them lost.
Yeah, that's a good video, though.
Hey, we're in this together.
Yep.
I think this is wrong. Is this? No, wait, I see lights over there.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's this one.
Yeah, I think we came over here.
Okay. That's not. No, that's not. That's different. Look at that.
Is that
That's Morgan. That's not my cat.
That's not the one that took off, is it?
Beautiful.
It's like he stands up on both legs. Get out. Oh,
Looks like right.
It's a shapeshifter, man.
There you go. That's
Oh,
what it
we
is.
found a,
Skinwalker?
yeah.
Yeah, skinwalker, that's where it is.
He's a boy.
He's got, he's a boy.
Relieve the wedge.
I think I'm rolling.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
We're out here in the woods. It's so fucking scary, man. I haven't seen anybody in 4 weeks. If you see this video, save us. Call the police. We've been trapped here for a month.
All right, I'm rolling still.
Okay, everybody, so tonight we are starting off our series here in Mineral Wells, Texas and Weatherford, Texas with a bang. We are actually staying the night at the Haunted Hill House, just a stone's throw away from this area where we are right now. And tonight we are here atop of a hill in rural Mineral Wells, which is supposedly the site of a number of ancient Native American burial sites. Now, we're going to be talking with a historian soon about the legitimacy of these burial sites, which have been confirmed, and we're going to get more information on that because the homeowners actually don't know as much as they'd like to, the people that own this property, and this historian that we're about to be in contact with has all the details on exactly what types of burials are up here and the amount of people that are up on this hill resting eternally. It's a very spooky area. The owners, we just got our tour from them and we got lost in the woods a couple of times. There's a lot of big spiders out here and creepy crawlies, but currently we're all alone on the top of the hill. They've left us up here and we're just gonna, it's about 2:30 in the morning right now. We're just gonna hit roll on the cameras and investigate and see what happens up here. Now, one thing that people are always criticizing us for is that we don't learn the native language when we attempt to contact spirits who might speak different languages. But I just want to say in this case, we don't actually know the tribe that we're trying to contact here. We don't have historical context on who exactly is up here yet. So for this episode, we're just going to be speaking in English because there were settlers who were apparently killed up here as well, in addition to the Native American people. And if anything, we're just trying to put the energy out there and see if we can arouse or see if we can stir this energy up to actually manifest something for us. It's not like we're trying to get intelligent responses right here in this instant. We're just trying to make contact and see if there's any sort of energy up here, especially in that area over there to our right, where some of the people who live here actually refuse to go alone. Peyton, you want to talk to them and tell them how you're feeling about all this right now?
You know, we've never really done a location like this, and you know, I'm pretty excited to check it out and see what's gonna go on. But I kind of feel really peaceful up here. I don't know about you, since you said it was kind of spooky, but it's like a spooky kind of peaceful. I don't know, the way the moonlight's hitting, it's really nice. That's just me.
Yeah, not like creepy up here. It's just more so you're up here on a hill in the pitch black. You don't know who's out here, what's out here, and there's definitely an energy. It's not always scary. I think the scary stuff is at the hill house where we're spending the night, trying to delay that as far as possible by being up here, because that place actually scares us very badly. But hand me that camera real quick. As you guys know, well, you probably don't know yet, but we are joined by the always great Mr. Maxon Boyd.
Hello.
Our bestest friend. Oh, shit. I got some crawling in my shirt.
Uh-oh.
That's creepy. How are you feeling up here? You're more of a skeptic than us, so what's the initial thought of this area?
I like it. It's a pretty nice property. Lots of rocks, and I'm sure people have died out here, so that's about all I know.
Well, that's about all we know, too.
Yeah.
Good way to sum it up.
It's nice, though. It's a nice night.
Well, you ready to turn the lights out?
Yeah.
Time to get spooky. That dog sounded like an evil laugh.
Ready?
Yes. There's definitely a lot of animals up here.
I like it.
So we've switched over to our handy cam real quick. Up here with us, we've got our 2 EM pumps that I'm going to turn on right away when we start this investigation, just because I mean, there's no development up here, so there's never been a steady output of EM energy. So we're just going to send that out into the environment and see if that can stir up any activity. We've got a REM pod, a couple dowsing rods, and our EMF meters. So we're going to try all those out. But real quickly, first off, I'd like to introduce us. I'd like to introduce ourselves. I'd like to introduce myself and my friends. My name is Colin Brown. I'm here with
Peyton.
Maxon.
If you guys are up here, if you are dead, if you think that you're alive, if you are alive, we're here and we want to talk to you. So when I click these buttons, you're going to hear a sound, and we're going to provide you with energy, something to take and use to make something happen in the environment. So I'm going to turn these on now. I'm going to set them over here on the ground. This is in one of the areas that they believe to be a burial site. So we're being respectful of the land. We're just setting it on rocks and whatnot. But yeah, if you guys are out here, come out and talk to us tonight. We're here alone on the hill, and it's time to talk finally. So we've got, right now we're in the dark. We turned off all, it's actually really bright with the moonlight. You can see everything like clearly. We've got our EMF meter right here. Peyton, I'll take the camera from you. Give you this. Right over here, we have our REM pod. I'm gonna turn this on. So I'm gonna set that right here.
Little Dipper. I thought that is a Little Dipper.
That's right. The Seven Sisters are right above it.
Oh, look it. Just hit.
That's odd.
Look at, you guys want to see how bright you are on night shot when I turn this illuminator on?
Oh god.
Wow, you can see the trees really well behind us though.
Okay. And by the way, for everyone online, this is an IR illuminator. This light we can't actually see with our eyes, only on the camera. It's shooting out infrared light. If there's anybody up here, can you give us a sign that you're up here with us? There's a little twig snap over there, a little critter or something. Why don't you have some, baby?
Did you die here? Is there like an animal over there?
Where?
Just like over there.
Hello, Forest. Is there anyone in there? What do y'all think? We can go that way or we can go that way? Jesse, you okay? I got another light.
I got my flashlight too.
Oh! A scorpion!
What? Where? Where?
I think you went in the leaves already.
Oh shit. How
Right.
big? Oh, I see it.
Where?
No, it's a spider. There's another spider.
There's a
There's
little
another
spider.
spider.
Okay, we're getting
There's
caught
another
up by the spiders.
Sparkly.
Oh! What?
okay?
What?
Big spider web just walked right into.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just gross.
Duck under really far. Yeah, you're good.
Well, us maybe, right?
Oh, it's a big.
Ooh, a couple of them. Right here.
Yeah, this is perfect. So we're here now in a different part of the forest, away from where we began. Still nothing. We've been here a little while. Haven't gotten any responses. I don't know if it's an intelligent haunting or what. There's just an energy here in the forest. I don't know what it is. But I'm just gonna ask some questions. If you're here with us, we're standing here with you with open arms. asking you to come and communicate with us. So can you give us a sign that you're here?
Yeah, it's picking up.
Can you walk over to us right now? Or tell us your name? You know what it feels like to me? It feels like we're just standing in the middle of the forest.
Yeah.
You know? It doesn't feel creepy at all. It just feels like we just walked into a thick forest and we're just like standing there. Surrounded by an ass load of spiders.
It does feel colder now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably standing still.
Were you killed here? Can you walk over to us? We're not going to hurt you. We're not going to harm you.
Yeah, it was pretty bright.
Do you still live here? I don't know, this feels really peaceful to me.
Mm-hmm.
So calm.
I have a feeling that we're not going to capture anything.
Because I mean, even if it is a burial ground, like we always say, we don't think cemeteries and places like that are necessarily haunted.
Mm-hmm.
It's like peaceful.
How are you feeling, Max? It's been a while.
A little chillier, but feel pretty good.
Just like you're in the woods.
Yeah. It definitely feels colder over here in terms of, I guess, being more in this grove than when we were out in the open, but that's about it. I don't feel like there's anything close by, or I keep looking over like I'm gonna see something, but no, I feel pretty calm.
I feel just tired.
Yeah, it's pretty late right now. I feel very tired.
Yeah, me too. What do you guys think? It's been about an hour. Do you want to just head back?
Yeah, I mean, if y'all want to walk around some more, maybe walk by one more spot. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Peyton?
Yeah, I agree.
Pretty dead over here.
No pun intended, literally.
Pretty
It's just
alive
dead.
over here.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of animals and wildlife.
Spiders.
Yeah. So we walked all through this area. Nothing has happened so far. It's just really peaceful, like really quiet, really just kind of the energy is not active, especially compared to the Hill House where everything just hits the fan quickly there. To end this out, we've actually got some dowsing rods here. They're short, cute little mini dowsing rods, but apparently people have used the rods here and gotten success. So Maxon's standing right here.
Just saw a shooting star.
Oh man, bastard. But just gonna ask a few questions before we head out and see if there is any energy here. If you're here with us right now, if you're buried up here, can you cross these two pieces of metal in my hand into an X? Sounds almost like a tap on metal.
Over there?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If that's you over there, can you cross these pieces of metal into an X?
We tried using the rods for about 15 minutes, but didn't hear anything and didn't receive a single intelligent response.
Well, everybody, this episode was more about the story of this place and just the fact that we were given access to come up here and visit the spot. Super interesting. No one has ever filmed a video here before, so we're the first crew and channel to ever be, given access to come up here and investigate. Sadly, we didn't get any evidence, it doesn't feel like there's anything up here that's active right now. I'm sure on certain nights, certain times, you come out here, you spend a lot more time here, but we've been here an hour and a half, and through the whole time we were up here with everyone else doing the interviews and everything, and it's been very, very quiet. And we still have to go back and sleep at the Hill House tonight, and tomorrow we have an extremely in-depth investigation of that place coming soon. The hauntings there have been violent, very scary lately. The owners are afraid to be in the house alone, so they called us. So that's going to be an extremely intense investigation, the return to Hill House. But for now, here outside of Mineral Wells, Texas, it's Colin
And Maxon.
And Peyton.
and yeah, we're just going to call it a night and head back to go sleep.
Stay spooky.
Yeah,
Roasted.
and stay spooky, fam.
To us, it's not always about capturing crazy evidence and having extreme paranormal activity in every video. For me, it's all about the stories, the truth, the tales that property owners have to share, the experiences that they've lived through, and the history of the land that we all call home. There are stories everywhere, in every state that are calling out from the darkness, waiting to be told. Even though we didn't capture anything on camera during our investigation of these Native American burial sites, we were still able to preserve their memory and existence through our footage, and in doing so, I feel like our mission was completed. However, we had no idea the kinds of extremely terrifying things we would experience later that night while staying in the haunted Hill House. But you'll have to wait until the next episode to see exactly what happened. Until next time, it's Colin Browen signing off and reminding you all that we love you and to stay spooky.
Hello!